Hello, my name is Michelle. I'm coming to you from a small country town on the northwest coast of Tasmania, at the bottom of Australia. Today I'm just doing a quick video just to sort of catch up on what I've been doing over the December and Christmas break. So we will start with what I am working on at the moment. So at the moment I am working on just a little pattern that I've kind of made up myself, with the help of Andrea Mowry's Night Shift shawl. So it's a slipped stitch scarf with a I-cord edge. So I'm using mostly the same colours I've used in the shawl, and I will show you the shawl shortly. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm almost finished. It's really simple. Once you know how to do the shawl, you can sort of just sort of improvise and knit something yourself. It'd also look nice in a beanie, I'd say. So it's just all these single and double slip stitches. It's working up quite nicely. I'm hoping when I what do you call it? When I set, oh, yeah, when I wash it afterwards and pin it, that it stops rolling because it just wants to roll into a coil. So here's hoping that that helps. I've never actually set a project before, so that's going to be an interesting one. So that's what I'm working on right at this moment. I just stopped knitting to record. Sorry if you can hear that buzzing. We have a blowfly. It's summer here, so yeah, if you open a window, in come the flies. It's not always ideal. So this is being knit in some Patons and Cleckheaton yarn, which I'm pretty sure is an Australian brand. So there's that one. So my finished object that I think I was started in the last episode is the night shift shawl. I haven't wet set this yet either. So this is the night shift shawl by Andrea Mowry. I bought the pattern from Ravelry, and you start at this point and it grows and grows and grows, and it's of course the slip stitch pattern with the I-cord edge. I have made a couple of mistakes. If you've knit this pattern, you may notice. I made a lot of mistakes to begin with, and I had to rip it back, I think, about 6 times. But we got there in the end. So, for some reason, on this and on the scarf, every time I made a huge mistake, it was in yellow. It was in the brightest colour, so it stood out so much. So yes, this is the night shift, and then it has the I-cord bind off, which I had never done before and didn't realise that it'd take about an hour and a half. But there it is. So it's a big sort of triangular shawl. And you can. I've never really worn a lot of shawls, so you can wear it, the normal way. I'm hoping blocking it might stretch it out a little bit because it just seems a little shortish, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there's that. So very pleased to have achieved that. I've only really been knitting a lot in the last 6 months or so. I've been spinning and dyeing wool, but I decided I'm getting quite a big supply of wool, so I had better start learning to knit properly. I mean, I've always been able to knit, but not follow patterns or anything like that, anything intricate. So those are my 2 knitting projects. I finished the bunnies, the little bunnies with the outfits for the granddaughters, and I will pop in some photos at the end. They've already got them, of course. It's New Year's Eve here in Australia, so Christmas is well and truly over. In the last couple of days, I've been dyeing up some new yarn. I sold quite a bit at the market a few weeks ago, so I've been redoing. I used the sales money to purchase some more wool. So this one's the Enchanted Walk colourway. Sorry, it's backwards. I'm using my laptop. And this is all the lovely greens that you'll see in the forest along the Enchanted Walk at Cradle Mountain. It is a little bit brighter in person. It has lots of yellow, orange, and different shades of green. And this is an 85-25 merino nylon. Beautifully soft Australian merino, milled in New South Wales. It's machine washable, and it's a fingering weight 400 metres. So I'm selling those at the market at Penguin. I'm also trying to get a web shop happening, but time and children home from school for the Christmas holidays, I'll get there eventually. Now this one, so these are all based on places in Tasmania, mostly on the northwest coast. Now this one I've named the Pulp. Sorry. Now the Pulp was a business in Burnie that ran for many, many years, paper and pulp factory, the APPM, and it closed down a number of years ago and has since been demolished. But this is the same yarn, and the colours are based on the rusty metal buildings. So it's got the greys and the black and the rusty orange. I think this one is one of my favourites of the lot. So that's based on the old demolished pulp and paper mill. What else do we have? This one is based on another spot in Cradle Mountain, and it's the Fagus. The Fagus is a Tasmanian deciduous tree. Nothofagus gunnii, I think it's called. And it changes with the seasons, all these beautiful autumn tones. I think there's 8 shades in all in the Fagus leaf. So, and that grows mostly in really cold climates like Cradle Mountain and Mountfield National Park, and a few other places. That's that one. What else did I do? Yes. This one is called The Bends. And this one is based on the very windy road heading down into Queenstown on the west coast. Used to be a very barren place, and there's lots of these beautiful tones, the grey and the blue shades of the road and the trees, and some little pops of colour along the sides of the road with the pinks. So yeah, that one's based on the Bends at Queenstown, down Gormy Hill, I think they call it, if you're a local. What else do we have down here? Lavender Field. Now it does have lots of lavender in it, but it's just not as strong as the last batch. So do remember, if you do buy any of this wool from me, sometimes the shades may vary a little, so you may want to alternate skeins. There are some big patches of purple, but they're kind of hidden the way it's rolled up, and they're coming up a bit grey on the camera. So this is Lavender Fields, and it's based on the beautiful Bridestow lavender farm. So the beautiful purple lavender, the stalks of the bushes, and the greeny blue leaves from the lavender bush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that may have been all of the ones I did. I'll just have a quick look. Bins. Yeah, so I've got a nice big bag full of this beautiful wool that I'll be taking to the market tomorrow. I'm charging $30 Australian a skein, 100 gram. You can make a small crescent shaped shawl with one of those, and I do plan to knit one up into probably a shawl to have on the stall to show people how they knit up. I have one more thing to talk about. What was that? Oh, golly, slipped my mind. What was that? Well, no, it's gone. If I think of it in a second, I'll add it in. So I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, or whatever you celebrated for the holidays, and that you have a lovely New Year. Celebrate, but be safe, and we will probably stay home. As I said, I have the market, so tomorrow, New Year's Day, I'll actually be sitting at the market at Penguin all day. Anyway, so I'll let you go, and if you'd like to see more videos, more of my yarn releases, which I do have more coming, please subscribe, like the channel, add a comment. Tell me what sort of colours you like personally, and what kind of yarn bases you knit mostly with. I do also have some upcoming natural dye projects and indigo projects. We've had a really funny summer here. We get a couple of days sun, then a couple of days rain. So getting outside in the dye pot's been a little bit difficult. I have been processing some fleece too, actually, and I've been doing a little bit of spinning, and I forgot to grab that. It's over my shoulder on the electric spinning wheel there behind me, and that's a beautiful grey lamb's wool and mohair blend that the lovely Raven gave me. So once I get that spun up, I will pop it on another podcast. Anyway, I'll pop in the photos from the bunnies at the end, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.